Mrs. Nguyen comes in every day at 10, right before the hottest part of the day, the time she balances her 2 baskets over her shoulder and sells her sweet durians and fragrant lychees to thirsty passerbys roaming the streets of Vietnam. "Boss, one bowl of dry tossed seafood noodle," she says, while carefully pouring herself a cup of tea. Mr. Tran and his son come 8 minutes later for bowls of hot beef brisket noodle soup right before opening their herb shop. They are first customers on sunny days, rainy days, windy days, and foggy days, if fog ever reached Vietnam. When you've been in the noodle business as long as I have, you know your most loyal customer schedules too. For my family and me, our days start at 6 hours ago. My husband gets all the money-related business out of the way, while I heat soups and stews we started cooking the night before. Flour and spread the 38 pounds of noodles, chop the cilantro and scallions, start plating bean sprouts, basil, mint, and lemon wedges for every order of hot noodle soup. Always something to do. My 4 sons help me before, after, and sometimes during school. They're all very bright and all very obedient. Ga Ging, my 3rd son, delivers orders on his bicycle, and Min, my oldest son, helps me in the kitchen. And then there's Aha and Agao, my little brothers, both appropriately named. Aha was always the smallest, like a shrimp, so we named him after one. And Agao was born in the year of the dog, so we named him after it for his honesty, stubbornness, and loyalty. Mother takes care of the children most of the time to relieve me of the stress from the restaurant. It was not always like this. My passion only recently became my job, a very tedious one too. After Ho Chi Minh and the communists took over a few years back, our restaurant stopped prospering the way we had hoped. Our communal rations kept us from ever having enough. It was difficult to repay favors with complimentary noodles, and I couldn't provide extra mint for customers like Mr. Tran, who preferred them to basil. I guess these are only my selfish requests, but I need my customers as much as, if not more than, they need my food. Even with the help of my mother with the children, the communist rule affected life at home. Min, a natural-born rebel, won't stop protesting about the new lessons that were forced upon them. I go to school to know stuff, learn about mummies, planets, and cowboys, not recite stupid songs. I didn't know what to do. Go against the government, lose my life, keep living the life we have now. Well, we'd never be free. The sun painted the sky pink. I could feel the humid Vietnamese air. We had dinner. Lo Da went outside to join all the other men who lived in our alley to smoke his pipe. The children ran off. You know, all the usuals. I was pouring the bucket of dirty soap water into the kitchen drain when a Gao walked in while rubbing his belly. "Ajay, did you make any dessert soups tonight?" "The sweet corn dessert is over there in that pot, and the coconut milk is in that bowl." He walks toward the pot and lifts the lid, taking in the sweet aroma. "What has gotten into you tonight? You hate my desserts." "I don't know," he said. "I felt like I wanted something sweet. Actually, I have something to ask you." "What? You lost your job. I knew it. That boss of yours has never liked you." "It's not that," he interrupted. "Well, I was talking to Fan from work, and he told me about a trip. It would cost 38 dong. I stopped pouring. His red and tired eyes faced me. "Fan's brother has already done it. It's gonna only take a few days, and it's perfectly safe because we'll be in the bottom of a fisherman's boat." "What are you talking about?" "Escaping to America, Ajay. We can't live like this any longer. We need freedom. Mother and Sango want me to go. I've already talked to them. I'll go to America, become a citizen, and come back to get you guys. Meanwhile, you can sell the restaurant, collect our belongings, and wait for my return. I'll come back." "I'll come back. I'll come back," the voice whispered. I can still hear the sound of his voice in my head. I listen back to that very voice that brought me here today and wonder what convinced me to let my little brother go. I remember the months we imagined his safe arrival, or some assurance of his safety, a letter, a call, anything. I learned the art of being numb. I remember gathering that last 38th dong and feeling a hesitant joy while giving him my blessings that night at the dock. I stared at the boat until my eyes could no longer find it, praying he would land in America.